All right, let's kick things off with a little riddle for you. Think about it. What organ in your body juggles more tasks than a CEO, stands guard as a frontline defender for your health, and has a superpower pretty much straight out of a comic book? Any ideas? Yep, it's your liver. And for all the absolutely incredible work it does 24/7, it rarely gets the spotlight it deserves. That's why we're calling it the body's ultimate unsung hero. And I think by the end of this, you'll totally see why.
So what's the secret to its incredible power? How does it pull it all off? Well, it all comes down to its unique blueprint. To really understand what it does, we first have to look at how it's built.
Okay, first, the basics. Your liver is kind of tucked away in the upper right part of your belly, right under your diaphragm. And it's a real heavyweight champ. It's the largest internal organ you've got. But it's not just one big blob. It's this incredibly intricate structure of lobes and segments and thousands of tiny little processing units called lobules. That's where all the magic really happens.
Now this right here, this is the liver's biggest secret weapon. It's dual blood supply. See, it gets oxygen-rich blood from the hepatic artery, just like any other organ. But, and this is the game changer, it also gets a direct line from your stomach and intestines through the hepatic portal vein. Just think about what that means for a second. Every single thing you absorb, all the nutrients, medications, even toxins, has to pass through the liver first. This unique plumbing is the absolute key to everything it does. And what it does is, well, a lot. I mean, calling the liver a filter is a huge understatement. It's more like a combination of a high-tech purification plant, a super sophisticated biochemical factory, and a critical energy depot, all rolled into one. So let's start with its job as the master filter. That nutrient-rich blood coming from your gut, the liver scans all of it, pulling out harmful stuff like chemicals from medications. It neutralizes toxins like ammonia, which is a natural byproduct of protein metabolism, and converts it into harmless urea that your kidneys can just flush away. It even zaps bacteria that might have slipped past your gut's defenses. The bottom line, it keeps your blood clean and safe. But the liver doesn't just remove things. Oh no, it's also a world-class biochemical factory. It produces bile, which is absolutely essential for digesting fats. It manufactures these critical proteins for your blood plasma and creates the cholesterol your body actually needs. And if you want to understand how important this is, think about this. It makes the coagulation factors that stop you from bleeding out from a simple paper cut. Seriously, without this factory, your body just couldn't function. And on top of all that, it's your energy depot. So when you eat, the liver is smart enough to take any excess sugar and store it as something called glycogen. Then, between meals or, say, when you're exercising, it releases that stored energy to keep your blood sugar stable and your body fueled. It even acts as a recycling center, breaking down old red blood cells and carefully saving their valuable iron for later use. How cool is that?
Filter, factory, fuel depot? Pretty impressive, right? But the liver has another, even more surprising role. It's a frontline organ of your immune system. It acts as a crucial gatekeeper.
So, to get this, we need to talk about something called immune tolerance. Think of it like a bouncer at a really exclusive club. Their job is to keep out trouble, right? But they also have to know who's on the guest list. Immune tolerance is what teaches your body that, say, the protein from a chicken sandwich is a welcome guest, not a deadly invader, and that your own cells, they belong in the VIP section.
And because the liver sees everything coming from the gut, it's in this totally unique position. It's constantly making a high-stakes judgment call. Is this molecule a dangerous bacteria that needs to be destroyed, or is it just a harmless food particle that should be let through? This delicate dance, this balance between attacking threats and tolerating the harmless, is what makes the liver a master of immune regulation.
The system is amazing, for sure, but it's not infallible. So what happens when this powerhouse organ starts to struggle and that perfect balance gets all thrown off?
Well, that's where we get into diagnostics. Doctors use a panel of blood tests. You've probably heard of them. They're called liver function tests, or LFTs. They're basically a way to check on the liver's health and see if there are any warning lights flashing on the dashboard.
And this is way more common than you might think. It's estimated that around 8%, so almost 1 in 10 people in the general population, has elevated liver function tests. Now, that doesn't always mean something serious is wrong, but it really shows how often the liver can come under stress. So how do doctors make sense of all these numbers? Well, they look for patterns.
For example, if certain enzymes that are supposed to be inside the liver cells, like AST and ALT, are found floating around in high numbers in the blood, it points to what's called a hepatocellular pattern. That's a big clue that the liver cells themselves are damaged and leaking, and that could be caused by anything from viral hepatitis to toxins. On the other hand, if a different set of markers are elevated, like ALP and bilirubin, that suggests a cholestatic pattern. This usually means there's a problem with bile flow, like a blocked duct. These patterns act like a diagnostic roadmap, guiding doctors to the real source of the problem.
So when you step back and look at everything this one organ does, I mean, from manufacturing to defense to energy management, it's pretty clear it has more than earned its unsung hero title.
Let's just run that back. It's your body's master filter, cleaning your blood second by second. It's a non-stop factory, producing the absolute essentials for life. It's a super smart fuel depot, managing your energy with incredible precision. And it's a wise gatekeeper, training and regulating your entire immune system. It really does it all.
And that brings us to the final, most crucial thought. Yes, the liver has that amazing comic book superpower of regeneration, but it isn't invincible. Constant stress and damage can overwhelm its amazing capacity to heal itself. So, considering it performs over 500 vital functions for us every single day, without us even thinking about it, maybe it's time we gave this unsung hero the appreciation and the care it truly deserves.